Hello and welcome to the penultimate rival battle. My name is FilipIsCold, and joining me on commentary are...
Hello, my name is Karyru. I am a P06 runner as well. Hoping to see a good race between Rev and Stelmo. Also here, Tethys, how are you?
It's me, it's Tethys. I'm doing alright. I'm hopping on in here to enjoy some pretty cool Project 06 action. We see Rev slashing away through the character select, eager to get into it. So yeah, let's not try and keep him waiting for too long. We've got the two top runners here, and for that reason we got a title bout on the line. So whoever's winning this is coming away with the big prize, the title of Project 06 champion. So we're going to be seeing things get underway here pretty soon. We're just waiting for about another minute to go, and then we'll get things going. We'll get the runners counted down. So why don't you guys tell me a little bit about Project 06 for those not in the know?
Alright, P06, fan game created by Chaos X, made in Unity 2019. Aims to recreate Sonic 06 from the ground up and restore it to its former glory like it should have been. A lot of changes, thus including momentum being restored, increased speed, some new little cutscenes, and in this run specifically, Sonic has his Rainbow Gem restored and is able to turn super. Philip, you want to add anything?
Yeah, so it's basically just a reimagining of Sonic 06 with, as mentioned, all of this stuff. And it's a really fun speed game. I recommend people try that out because it's really fun and we would love more runners.
Indeed. Incredible speed game.
Absolutely, yeah. Just from what I've seen, as an outsider looking in, it's been something that's really caught the eye. And I know just how passionate these two in particular are about the game. So, yeah, we're going to be seeing some insane things on display here, I have no doubt.
Seems like the runners are getting ready.
As well.
Yes, he is restored. Oh, and I see we're off.
And the runners are into Wave Ocean. Now, this category is no major glitches, and the reason why we differentiate that from any percent is because of a couple tricks that are really difficult, and one of them is actually at the start of Wave Ocean. Karyru, if you would like to explain that.
Yes, as you guys may or may not have saw yesterday, at the start of Wave Ocean, normally what any percent runs would do would just jump and then pray. There's a 30% chance if you are going fast enough you will clip through the water. The other trick is found in Flame Core, which we will not be seeing later, but also you should have seen in Rev's run yesterday. I can see both runners relatively close still so far. Ooh, Rev missed
Supersonic.
Ooh.
So usually you go Supersonic here, because Supersonic has increased speed in the Mach Speed section, but it seems like Reverie missed that, which won't be too much of an issue, because Supersonic is only so much faster, but it will be a minor time loss.
Yes, it will. It shouldn't be too much of an issue, especially for Rev, mainly because Rev is also a gemless runner and has the normal Sonic route pretty much memorized, so...
Yep.
Should be pretty good. Seeing as we're talking about the runners, Stelmo over here, quite popular Twitch streamer, I would say. He's probably speedrunning this game for about 2 years and a half now, maybe? I think a year and a half.
Yeah, around that time.
Around that time, very good RTA runner. The difference between these two, Stelmo is an RTA runner. Rev was more focused for ILs for a long time, so you'll see Rev doing a few different strats than Stelmo.
Now we see Stelmo going for the roof launch, which is a really cool trick you can do here in Wave Ocean by jumping into those roofs and just bouncing up.
Stelmo also does not go for a little bit of a skip there, does not decide to skip the loop. Rev also not setting, trying to play it safe, trying to catch up that lead that he lost a little bit of.
Yep, that loop skip can be quite tricky sometimes, so it's not always worth going for.
Yep, looks like both runners are finished with Wave Ocean. Stelmo with a 210, I think that says, and Rev with a 210 as well. I don't know, I can barely see that. I just going off today. Anyway,
And
Dusty Desert, quite an ominous gameplay style. Not a lot of people are a fan of the princess stages, but these are relatively unchanged and no major glitches. By relatively unchanged, I mean I don't think there's any differences.
yeah, there's not much advanced tricks going on here in the princess stages because Sonic's moveset is a bit simplified, except
Yes.
for, yeah, you have the little shield there that can barrel through enemies and also walk on the quicksand.
Yep. The princess is just. If you saw her in the last run, you'll know what to expect with her and Sonic.
Yeah,
Although Stelmo's finishing a bit ahead of Rev now. Not looking too
That's
good.
interesting.
Hoping to see if we can get a closer race. Because one thing I like. What about you, Phil?
yeah, I think we'll see a really close race now. The runners are really close in skill, and you know we love seeing two close runners duking it out.
This is a title bout after all.
Yep.
Absolutely, yeah. And currently, the underdog is the one in the lead.
Currently, which is. Yeah, honestly I couldn't tell you which of these two I believe is better because they both have their own little merits. Stelmo's more consistent in general. Rev going for ILs is obviously goes for more risky strats and is able to pull them off because of their experience. So it's
Yeah.
very close. Very close. Rev trying to catch up to Stelmo. Stelmo hitting the checkpoint though.
So what we're seeing right now is the third Sonic gameplay style, which is on the snowboard. And now every frame you're not pressing the square button or X button on Xbox, you are actually losing time because Sonic does a little kick there. So you basically want to be pressing that as much as you can when you're on the snowboard.
As well as when you're going down slopes, it's very advantageous to start jumping, because sometimes Sonic will gain quite a bit of speed whenever you're jumping down a slope.
Yeah. Now we're gonna see Stelmo going for a little bit of a hop off the rock there. Can you maybe explain what that's all about?
This is rock launch found by one of the two runners running right now, Reverie.
Oh, wow.
If you were to blue gem onto the rock with level 3 and then sky gem once you get to a certain point, you are able to clear the entire wall. Very
Yep.
cool. Yeah, those wall so graciously put there by our Lord Chaos X.
Yep. Now we're on to Crisis City, starting with a load of a snowboard section here.
Bit funny how
Not
both
some,
snowboard sections are back to back, right?
Yeah, it's a
I'm
bit
noticing
fun.
some little things in particular, like, and this is, I'm pretty sure, just down to the amount of customization options in this game, which is another really cool thing. But I'm noticing the different text, the different UI, so the little things
Yes.
like that. I know, obviously, the jump is something I've heard about. Depending on which
Yep.
one you go for, can make a pretty big amount of difference.
Both of them are
Mhm.
going for Legacy Jump Dash right now because it's just the speedrunner thing to do. It's the fastest form of. It's the fastest type of jump dash. Stelmo doing a little 360, some swag strats only Stelmo does.
Yeah. Now, what's really cool about P06 is that there's a lot of customization options. You can see like UI. You can see the difference UI between the players. Rev has the UI from the retail version of 06, and Stelmo has the UI from the E3, I believe.
Yes, it is. Also, no runners are using this, but there are different spin dash effects as well. You can use some
Yes.
from Adventure 1 or 2. You can also change the gem shoes to be normal,
Yeah, in case you don't like those.
in case you
So-
don't like the custom ones whenever you switch them.
So they're
Mhm.
just like colored variants of the normal
Yes.
shoot.
No, they're normal shoes, but the back of the shoe has a little glow of the color of gem you're using.
Yeah.
It's very cool. I use those actually. I like them.
They're really
Oh my
neat.
god.
Oh,
I'm
You
seeing
can see-
things that are blowing me away right now.
Yeah,
Yep.
we get to see a little bit of usage of the white gem here, which allows you to get a little bit of a homing attack refresh over to the loop.
little bit of a white gem bug we have here. You bounce and use white gem, you kind of just can able to do it again. Not intentional, but we use it.
Of course, that's the MO speedrunners.
There we go. We got the big guy coming out once again.
Speaking of which, there's a headshot by Rev. That is done by very, very tight input by pressing spin dash and jump right after one after another. It's quite a tight input. Currently, the only two people who do it are myself and Reverie.
Yeah, you can see here in the mock speed section that Rev is once again going normal Sonic. This should not be a problem for Rev, as they are a gemless runner.
This mock speed section here is pretty easy for Stelmo. Rev could have a little bit of trouble, but usually this mock speed section is actually a funny thing going to be made harder in the next version.
Yes.
So it'll be interesting to see how that turns out.
So what is exactly Rev thinking? Because it seems, I'm guessing it's intentional, not opting to go for supersonic.
Rev, I believe, missed an input.
Yeah, I think it's as simple as that.
They had 100-something rings, and I believe they switched to the gem and didn't hit the button in time.
Yeah, it's really easy.
Just one that's Flamecore is one that just looks particularly gorgeous in Project 06.
It really does.
I've sort of seen stand out. Looks a lot better than it did in the original game. And it
Yeah,
looked
pretty
right
stage.
in the original game anyway.
Chaos goes above and beyond for the graphics. Despite sometimes the performance not being too good for some people, but you can't deny that this game does not look gorgeous. It is amazing.
Yeah, and this game is still in development technically, so the performance will get better as
that is the
yeah.
Yep. Let's see. Ooh,
just seeing like Sonic move like this in these stages, like just kind of, it's incredible to be honest.
Flying around.
It feels like it's meant to be.
This really is. Yeah, exactly. It feels like what we never got, but now we have it.
This is a completely different gameplay style, as you might have heard. Like completely different games. I think them as like when you're comparing the two, might have the same stages, but they play completely differently.
Hmm.
And I believe Flamecore is both of the runners' favorite stages.
It is indeed. Rev preferring the gemless variant of the stage, though.
We got some Knuckles action going on.
Yep.
Indeed. Knuckles gameplay just boils down to, unfortunately, it just boils down to hold the A or X button.
Yeah.
And that's not it.
Now the Knuckles section is over. Both runners are pretty close.
Yep, that was your difference mainly in the stage for...
base, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we'll be seeing some more Knuckles.
This is normally in the run you might saw yesterday. Oh my, they synced up.
Nice.
Whoa. Okay, that was very cool. Okay.
Well, there we go.
Wow, interrupting my train of thought there.
I'd have to ask as well. I'm not sure if I'm going crazy, but I think I saw that Stelmo started with 2 seconds on this timer.
That I forgot. Stelmo.
Oh no.
Stelmo has told me about that before. I cannot remember the reason why. It's something to do with the loadless time, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. So Radical Train, also known as Radical Pain, because it is really easy to die here. It's basically a giant bottomless pit.
Yes, Rev going for a bit safer strats than normal, despite not being too safe anyway.
Yeah, Stelmo's currently looking pretty clean here. How many stages will we have left after this?
Let's see, we should have 4 or 5. My brain is currently short-circuiting.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I'm counting Aquatic Base, I'm counting Kingdom Valley,
Tropical Jungle,
and
Wave Ocean.
Yeah, so there we go, yeah.
Also, funny thing there.
We still have room for twists and turns.
Yeah, Supersonic can kind of just should hit that switch by transforming right next
Oh
to
my
it because of the.
Yeah, now we're zooming.
Yep. Ooh. This is what I mean by the difference in speed.
Train pulling a Eggman Sonic 2.
I know.
Yeah. You really wonder if Eggman is able to create this tech that's able to outrun Supersonic. That's why doesn't he do that more often?
That's
What is the
probably
power
form
source
of
he's
a
using, you
train,
think? My God.
Now we're on to
There
the
we go.
second Princess stage here with Tropical Jungle.
Arguably the better Princess stage, as some people might prefer, because actually playing this stage with normal Sonic in P06 is very fun.
Yes.
By doing some things you're not supposed to.
Yeah. I'm seeing a lot of swinging from vines, which all of them, I believe, have slightly different timings, so you really got to pay attention when swinging on those.
They do have slightly different timing, but unlike in retail, the timing of the vine is actually represented by when it blows. In retail, it is off and will throw you off.
Yeah.
Tell you what, I gotta say, you've spoken about Stelmo's consistency, and I'm seeing it right here with my own eyes. Like, I struggle to think of a major mistake that he's made, even a minor mistake, actually, at this rate.
No, yeah, the things that Stelmo does struggle with, however, are some of the skips, because, little known thing, Stelmo is the only runner in this game who plays with every gem.
Yeah.
Yep.
So basically, that makes menuing a little bit more tricky, because you have to actually go over the other gems.
Yep, Rev, about everybody else, including myself, Rev, basically everybody I've known plays with blue, purple, white, and rainbow.
And Sky.
It's Sky, yes.
Oh, both runners have finished Tropical Jungle.
Rev also a little bit of a brand new route that Rev pulled out earlier today for Tropical Jungle Section 2.
Made up by Rev there. I think it's probably around about 4 or 5 seconds now to lead for Stelmo.
Yes.
Kingdom Valley, I'm sure this is going to be an exciting one.
Kingdom Valley is a fun stage. This is by far my favorite stage to speedrun in this game.
And it is also the longest stage.
It also has the biggest learning curve in terms of you will improve vastly by speedrunning this stage, and you will see your improvement.
Well, let's see it in action then.
And we'll also be able to see a certain hedgehog in action, Silver.
A little bit earlier than we're supposed to see him.
So fun facts.
You know, I'm excited for a potential future Silver release.
Yes,
Very
that'll
exciting.
be very exciting. And fun fact, Silver is actually one of the first characters to be added to the game, because I believe he was in Demo 1.
He was indeed in Demo 1, because Kingdom Valley was one of the stages in Demo 1.
Yeah.
Was indeed. Silver's gameplay basically boils down to, in terms of speedruns, is meter management. It's very cool. Oh, and Stelmo entering Section 3. A little bit of cool jump here.
How that meter management has come back in and becomes like it's so interesting, because obviously in Sonic story normally you do see a lot of the gem usage in certain parts. Yeah,
but you're not limited to the meter. Yep.
Yeah, the meter is
interesting to see that mechanic functioning as intended.
Here comes another castle skip. Jeez, how many games in this middle marathon are we gonna have with castle skip?
Yeah. Remember, load up your pogs for castle skip.
Yes, indeed. Ooh.
Castle skip pog.
Yep.
And second castle skip pog.
Yes, both runners just decide to say they're going to make castle skip, which is very nice.
Absolutely zooming through Kingdom Valley right now.
Yes, and here's Stelmo showing off that he runs with all the gems.
Yeah.
Little showcase, big smile.
Yes, little known fact, the red gem actually did just slow Stelmo down because it slows down Sonic entirely. It does not work how it does in retail.
Now we're on to this Mach speed section.
This is one of
which
the most overwhelming Mach speeds for Supersonic because you
Yes.
are. Ooh.
I was gonna say the speed you move at. This has got to be.
This is yeah,
pretty
one
insane.
wrong jump
is-
and you just die.
Yeah, it is insanity, honestly.
Let's have a look then. Almost still looking good though.
Hmm.
It's stunning as well. It really is just.
It's such
like,
a beautiful
it really
game.
does make me long for something like this officially
Super.
nowadays. I know like Frontiers and such has just dropped, but this is like this kind of aesthetic from back in the day still holds up.
Mm-hmm.
I think
It really
It is
does.
super pretty.
Refined. Gorgeous.
Yep. Man, I gotta say, they're
That's what I
still
thought.
really close. Like, I can't believe how
probably
close
about
they
3
are.
seconds.
Yeah. And that 3 seconds can easily be made up by forever in aquatic base, or could be
Mhm.
just maintained by Stelmo. Keep
Well, let's see it.
bounce bracelet being a little mean to Stelmo today, I can see.
Yeah.
Although I will say this is one of the areas where Stelmo is at his is at a disadvantage for running all the gems, because one of these skips up here, Stelmo specifically has to do a very, very tight input just to even do the skip because of playing with more gems.
Yeah, it's a really tricky skip, but these runners should be pretty consistent with it, considering how long they've been running.
Yep. Skipping the
This
ball
is-
entirely.
Ball skip.
Ball skip.
And it seems like both
There you go.
runners get it.
Yep. Switching to tails.
Onto the tail section.
Man, we are literally synced up here. Wow.
This
Yeah,
is
Rev's
really
not
close.
backing down. So the final stage in this run is actually Tails Wave Ocean, right?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yep.
It's a bit of a weird last stage, but
Yeah. Interesting one for it to finish off on, but I mean, hey.
not bad. Not a bad
Okay.
stage. It's a bit calming on the nerves, unless you miss a high jump with tails, which is very possible.
Yeah,
I think
it
Rev
can
might
happen.
pulled ahead, actually, you know?
Maybe.
So
Ooh.
clutch.
Oh, he did. He
Yeah,
did.
it
He
looks
did.
like it.
Wow. They are schmoving right now.
This optimization is
We
really
will
cool.
see. This is so tight. You wanted a good
They
race,
are
and it looks
all-
like you're getting one.
There we
Neck
go.
and neck.
Rev's beginning to turn it on now.
Looks like Rev's turn on the jets. Yeah. Ooh. Hoo, hoo.
Ooh. Stelmo gets past the automation there. You can get caught in that automation on the loop and kind of just take the walk of shame up.
Here comes Knuckles Part 2. Oh no, Stelmo! Oh. Ooh.
So again,
Yes.
we see Knuckles gameplay holding the A button.
It's really a shame, honestly, that you can just kind of do this.
Yeah.
I wonder if we'll ever see a team attack Amigo kind of thing.
Oh!
possibly one of those.
Oh!
Oh my god! No!
Oh no!
What's happened?
That is. So it seems like
Oh,
Rev missed the
no.
second ball skip. That is going to be a lot of time lost. That is unfortunate.
That is really
Oh, if we
unfortunate.
just seen it happen.
That might have been the
We just
difference.
seen it swing.
Oh my god. Rev missed and put in a bounce bracelet, and that sent him to his death.
Oof.
Oof.
I wonder if Stelmo knows. I wonder if Stelmo's got his eye on it because he's knocking on the door right now, coming away with this win. If he can
Oh
just
my
keep a level head.
god. That was
think
so
Rev-
close up until then. Oh.
That's so harsh on Rev. You really do hate
Yep.
to see it because they were absolutely blasting through it.
Uh-oh.
You know, looking incredible, and then something
Yeah.
like that happens. But yeah, Stelmo knocking on the door now at the podium.
It is still
Just needs
possible
to
to
make
die
his
in
way
Tails
through
of
the
Ocean. It is still
Yeah.
possible. I've seen it happen to him a few times.
Stelmo misses a high jump and falls into the water. Rev might be able to catch up.
Take a look here and see how it goes.
Although not looking likely, I must say.
Maybe about to see an upset though.
Ooh.
You said it was calming on the nerves, but I wonder what Stelmo's feeling right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
Also,
Right
this
at
is
the
a
finish line.
good run, by the way. Their PBs are around like 23s.
this is a very good run. Both of these.
I believe Stelmo's PB is a 23-24, actually.
Is there any chance of a PB here?
I think maybe, actually.
We might be seeing one, yeah.
And if that's a PB, that means this is a world record.
Yeah, that's true.
Hold on, I have to look this up now. Oh,
I am
What
at
is
the
about to
edge
happen?
of my seat right now.
What are we witnessing right now? The seconds are ticking down.
oh
There's
my
the
god,
line.
come on,
Stelmo
Stelmo.
get the
Oh,
22, sub 20. Oh,
Holy
Huh?
22-49!
what just happened?
nice!
Wait, that was a fantastic run.
Wow.
What in the world just happened?
Let me go look. Hold on one second. I gotta make sure
We
I'm not
need
tripping.
to. We need to look at the world record right now.
I don't
Have we just
remember.
gotten world records?
Gemlet.
NMG
Hold on,
world record is
22-49 by Rev. It's world
Wow.
record.
And
Wait,
yeah, no, Wither says
holy-
he's
Oh,
last foot
he's
timer,
barely
2
off.
seconds.
He was barely off.
But there's the
That
last
was-
foot timer. It started 2 seconds
It did-
early.
I don't. That might be world record, actually, though.
That might
I don't
be.
know.
holy
Oh, we
crap.
might need to get them both in here and talk. Surely we
Oh,
might
wow.
need to get them both in here and talk.
Oh my
word.
god. That was a
Oh
fantastic
my
race, though.
God, what have we just witnessed?
Fantastic race from both. Wow.
I'm gonna let you
Oh.
guys take the floor.
Holy crap.
Because,
Ooh.
oh my word.
I was on the edge of my seat for that entire race. It's been so close.
Well, we said underdog, but not anymore.
Oh my god. Wow. Oh my god,
Wow,
Stelmo,
wow.
that might be world record.
What?
You're
What?
Your run.
Okay,
Oh.
I'm actually so glad that you won that, because if I won that, I would be so pissed. I played like hot garbage the entire time. Ugh.
That was good. That was fun. That's all I have to say.
What have we got here? We've got a PB, right? At the very
Yeah,
least.
2249. That's my first 22 I've ever gotten.
You do
And,
realize
yeah.
Rev's TV
And-
on the board is the 22-49 too, right?
Well, it's a 2249.92. I don't know.
It's 260. What is? I can't remember. Why does your timer
Real-
start 2 seconds ahead again?
What's real time for that? 2320.
23:15.
23:15.
My real time's 2320.
Holy crap! That was
My
so...
loads are better than yours. That's why.
Oh.
That's probably like
Oh.
unofficial record.
That might be.
Wow.
I have a 2239, but it's not recorded. So GG, dude.
Holy
Yeah, good game,
shit.
man. I hope you had fun.
That's that's one way to describe it.
That run in aquatic space. That was literally. It was.
I can't
neck
press
and
two
neck.
buttons at the same time.
It
What
was
can I
neck
say?
and neck until Rev died. Oh my god.
Dude, you're shitting me.
I'm
I was
serious,
on-
Rev.
I was on 22 pace?
Yes.
You guys were neck and neck the entire time. That was
How?
amazing.
I played like garbage. Okay, Wave Ocean was a fucking 218.
I know
I don't
it
know
was.
how you let that one slide. Crisis City, I didn't get Supersonic in Wave Ocean and
Or
Crisis City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Radical Train, I couldn't press buttons. I just like fucking dove into a pit of my own volition, apparently.
What can I say? You caught up.
Yeah.
That was incredible.
That makes sense.
As someone with, like, not the most experience and exposure to the game, that was insane. Everything I was seeing,
The
it really is just like the most fluid Sonic speedrun I think I've ever seen. So
It's so sick, but
So
it's also
sick.
so infuriating.
It looks so great.
It's so infuriating when the game doesn't give you what you want.
Sonic is very cool in that all of his moves really mesh together in a beautiful way. Not just because
Sonic
of...
is very cool.
Yes, yes. Shadow won't be quite as fluid, a little bit more static, just because his moves are a little bit more stiff. But yeah, I'm really happy that we got to showcase this run in a very awesome way.
Fantastic run, Stelmo. Holy shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
GG.
congratulations on that.
Yeah, no, you've been towing the line of 22 for so long that I'm glad you finally got it.
Well, thank you. I'm humbled. It's cool. It's cool. The reason I'm so like, I don't really know where my thoughts are is because I completely turned my second monitor off. So, like, it was literally just like me and the game.
That's a good idea. I just had Discord open, just in case anything went wrong.
Zoned in that, yeah, when I turned the monitor on, I was like, whoa, that happened. Yeah, but I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better run.
Well, GG, 100% absolutely incredible. Not just from, so obviously yourself, both of you really did put on a great show there, and congratulations to both. But GG to you on taking the win. I have to ask now. You know, we mentioned it in the interview before. We spoke about the UFC thing. You are now the proud holder of the Sonic Project 06 title. Anybody out there who you want to call out, come challenge you, take your belt. What are you thinking?
Don't worry, I know Rev's gonna take it back. And,
Probably not,
ooh,
honestly.
Man, goodness,
like...
how long is the run? 22 minutes? Yeah, they'll do it in like 20. So, well, we're good.
And then what about you, Rev? Anybody out there whose name is on the tip of your tongue?
I mean, I want to do Silver Story with Lab, but that's about it. I think I'm kind of like done with P06 for now, because the only things I have. Yeah, I mean, like, I've been kind of like debating just like taking a break for the past like 2 weeks, but you know, I had this event coming up, and I was like, you know, I should practice. But I mean, I want to make retail my main focus for now, because the only goals I have left with P06 are like very, very arbitrary barriers. The only one that isn't arbitrary is a 20 in Sonic, which I'm 2 seconds away, and that category is just so hard to grind that I kind of just don't want to do it. I mean, it's the same with all of them. Like, I have every record, and I kind of don't really want to take things further unless Stelmo beats one of them.
Alright, well, absolutely. On that note, then, I guess we'll probably look to wrap things up here for the time being. Unless anybody has anything left to say or any further questions that they want to ask.
All I have to say is thank you guys so much for having us. This was the second of our third Sonic P06 run. Be sure to tune in early in the morning, depending on where you are in the world. I am going to be taking the helm as in the Project 06 Shadow category with Rev as my commentator. So if you enjoyed us here, I highly recommend checking out that run. I think it's at 12:20 our time CST. So be sure to check that out. And thank you guys so much once again for having us. Philip, Karyru, Tethys, thank you for commentating. And Rev, always awesome being your speedrun buddy.
Of course.
Always on gamers. Alright, thank you everybody. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the main event up next. We got Drum against Sidera. See you then.
See ya.